Anyone got a pencil? Hello, my name's Mark and I'm the host of the Mixtape podcast, where every week on the show I will ask my guests to make up an imaginary mixtape. They'll give it a title and pick 6 tracks. Track 1, what's going to be your intro track, your attention grabber, your track 1 side one that's going to draw me in and make me want to listen to the rest of your tape. Track 2, pick a song that you sing loud and proud when you're on your own in the car or the shower. Track 3, pick your favourite cover version. Track 4, pick a song you wish you could have played to your 18-year-old self. Track 5, pick a song that you would put on your mixtape to let the listener know that you are romantically interested. And track 6, I'm going to ask them to pick something a little bit obscure, maybe a B-side or an album track. Don't forget to smash that follow or plus sign at the top of the page and you'll be notified every time there's a new episode. And you can follow me on Instagram at the Mixtape Perth. Hope you enjoy this week's chat. Hello and welcome to another episode on this week's Out of the Woods special series of podcasts. Absolutely delighted to be joined by Antics. Loveshovel, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Mark. How are you?
Very well, thanks. Very well, thanks. Thanks for coming on the show. So your new single, Alex, No Hunks is out now. Tell us a little bit about the single and where we can hear it and all that stuff.
Well, the single actually came out today, which is pretty exciting. We dropped it and you can hear it on all of the streaming platforms, I believe. I have not tested that myself, but our guitarist and legend mixing person, Justin, he's put it out everywhere, I think. Been a pretty long time coming. We recorded in January a full album, and we've got our first single out today, and then we've got another one next Friday, the 6th of October coming.
So I was just going to ask you, as a band, how long have you been together and how did you all meet and, that kind of stuff? Give us a bit of background.
We've been together for maybe it's hard to say. Maybe an hour, a year and a half. I was about to say an hour and a half. A year and a half, possibly 2. We all met. Well, it's kind of interesting because I worked with Shane and Justin at Clancy's Fish Pub in Fremantle. Mm-hmm. So that's how we met. We became pretty good friends and then we all decided to do music together. And Shane was living with Shiny Joe. So he asked him to come along and do drums. And Shiny Joe was pretty stoked about that because he's never got to be a drummer, He's always a lead guitarist sort of man. And yeah, but we live together now, which is pretty fun. It's our second house together, me, Joe and Shane. Mm-hmm. And Justin lives just around the corner. So we're all hanging out quite a bit. But yeah, probably around a year and a half. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And Out of the Woods Festival this week, there's some pretty big names on the bill there. Chet Faker, Meg Mac, Temper Trap. You excited to be playing the festival? How are you all feeling about the gig and who are you sort of most excited to see yourself, do you think?
I think, yeah, we're all really excited. It's a pretty big honor. We're all pretty stoked to be invited to play, which is exciting. I'm getting pretty nervous. I've never played a festival myself. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a pretty fun time. But yeah, most excited to see. Honestly, there's a few bands at the Little Bird stage that I just absolutely love. And I'll definitely be there. But I don't know who I'm most excited to see. I don't listen to a lot of the bands there, but I know Chet Faker would be awesome. Jenga would be awesome. I'm pretty excited to have a little mosey around and listen to all sorts of things. I've got the 2-day pass, which is fun. And I know the Shiny Joe Ryan band are playing as well, they're always so much fun to see. Yeah. It's fun that there's a lot of local bands from Freo playing. I really enjoy that. I think that's awesome. So yeah, I'll be at that stage predominantly.
I think most of the bands that I've reached out to this week are all Fremantle based, which is a bit bizarre. And I spoke to Oliver from Rah Rah Viper, and he literally said like the venue is like across the road from his house, like it's literally walking distance from where he is. So yeah, a lot of Fremantle bands getting some good exposure there and getting out on that festival. So that's awesome. I think you answered the question. The next question I was going to ask was have you played many festivals before? But obviously you answered that one where this is your first ever festival. So a little bit nervous, I
Yeah.
imagine. I'm sure you'll smash it, mate.
Yeah, I mean, I know the rest of the boys in my band have done their fair share of festival work, but me personally and Loveshovel, it's definitely our debut festival, which is
Okay.
pretty awesome. It's going to be fun to be on a big stage, good sound. You know, I'm excited for the big sound. That'll be awesome. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so let's move into the mixtape section of the interview. And as you know, I asked you to pick 6 tracks for your imaginary mixtape, and pick one of your mixtape
Yeah.
with a song that you would put on the mixtape as like a sort of attention grabber, back one, side one, that's going to drag me in and make me want to listen to the rest of your tape. Tell us what you picked.
I picked Jerusalem by Sinead O'Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what is it about that track that you feel would be like a good attention grabber?
Well, I think that whole album, her first album, is just absolutely awesome. And she's got such like an aggressive that with her voice. It's like so passionate. And that song is just like, it's big, it's loud, it's huge, a lot behind it. It definitely is one that I like put in my headphones when I want to feel like excited and inspired and get
Yeah.
shit done. So it's kind of like my go-to sort of thing. And it's also awesome. Like Sinead O'Connor in herself is just magnificent. She's a great inspiration for like all women, let alone artists who are women. Like she's got so much to say and she does it so well. I would just highly recommend that song. It's my favorite on the album for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember speaking to my girlfriend, obviously. If you're listening to this in the future, we're recording this probably a few short weeks after Sinead O'Connor tragically passed away. And I remember talking to my girlfriend, she's from Ireland, and she grew up in that sort of, 90s era. And she was Devo, like she said, you can't really understand what a massive sort of influence Sinead O'Connor was to young Irish women growing up in the 90s. Like it was just unmeasurable.
Absolutely.
And she was absolutely devo when she passed away. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolute
It was
tragic loss.
huge. It was totally huge. Like I think so many people were devastated. I've actually been sleeping on Sinead O'Connor for quite a while, but the past year or so I've gotten super into her and she's just magnificent, especially for her time. She was so awesome.
Yeah.
But that song really, as soon as I heard it, it just like sent shivers down my spine and just gets me going. It's exciting. And I think there's like a lot of meaning behind it too. I mean, it's one of those songs where I don't think anyone fully knows the meaning. I'm not sure if she's ever like commented on it, but it seems pretty like intrinsic. You know, she's using Jerusalem as a metaphor and yeah, she's just awesome. She's so cool.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, and track 2 for your mixtape, Alex, I asked you to pick a song that you sing when you're on your own, loud and proud, in the car or the shower. What did you go with, mate?
Yeah. I tragically, I mean, wait, maybe it's not tragic, but I have so many of these songs. So it was hard
So
to nail it down. Yeah. It was a good question. It had me thinking, for sure. But I went for Vampire Blues by Neil Young. Neil Young is also one of those artists that like, it's just amazed me, except I've been listening to him forever. But this particular track, the blues notes on it just like sets me on fire. And like, it's got like this rawness of it that I love. It's like, and it's part of the album On the Beach, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. And it's like an environmental protest song, you know, I believe it's about like gas and oil companies, but the metaphor he uses, you know, he says, I'm a vampire baby sucking blood from the earth. And I don't know, that's freaking awesome. It's just great lyrics. And it's such a good song. I've definitely been a victim of picking up a guitar that I can only play terribly and trying to do that at 4 a.m. It's one of the songs I love to absolutely belt out, which is a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what the shower question is all about, like just having that sort of having a bit of fun with it. And yeah, if you're listening to this on the radio, then I'll be dropping the tracks obviously in between the chat. But if you're listening on the podcast, then because the music's licensed content, you will have to drop out and just check the description of the podcast, and there'll be a link in there to the playlist that the songs that Alex is picking, and there'll also be links to Loveshovel socials and where you can download their song from and everything else if you're listening on the podcast. Track 3 of your mixtape, Alex, I asked you to pick your favourite cover version. Tell us what you picked for that.
Yeah, I did Amy Winehouse covering the Specials, You're Wondering Now. This was also a tricky question because honestly, I feel like I don't listen to that many covers. And then I look through my playlist and I'm like, find out that they are covers. And I haven't actually listened to the original version, you know? But yeah, I thought this was Amy's song for a long time. And then kind of, started listening to the Specials and I was like, oh shit. But I have a big soft spot for ska and reggae. Love it so much. It's one of those subgenres that just makes me feel so easygoing, like chill. And so the Specials are also awesome because they're like a ska band that has a little bit of like a punk aspect to them, which I really like. And Amy is just magnificent. I've had a girl crush on Amy since I can remember. She's so awesome. Her voice and her music is fantastic. She's got a pretty harrowing story, but honestly, she is, a huge inspiration to me. Also, like one of the songs, like I'm one of the artists that I love singing. Like anytime I get an opportunity, I'll be singing Amy Winehouse. But that song is a lot of fun. I feel like it kind of lets out her playful side, which you don't necessarily get to see a lot. Yeah. So yeah, I adore that song. I adore most Amy songs, but yeah, that cover is, it's great. It's a lot of fun.
I'm going to be that annoying musical nerd guy now and let you know that the Specials version is also a cover version. That's not the original version.
No.
No, it's not. Sorry.
I did tell you that I do that.
Sorry.
So
I hate to be that guy, but it's not. I know that the Scatterlights did it as well, but I think even theirs was a cover version. It's some like duo, some Jamaican duo whose name it escapes me at the moment. But yeah, I know there's a lot of covers.
Terrible of me.
On that Specials album, there's loads of covers on that album. There's quite a few tracks on that album, cover versions, and that is one of them. Yeah. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know. But I did say as a disclaimer that I'm the worst because I'll be listening to a song and I won't realize it's a cover.
No, and I think a lot with Amy Winehouse as well. I think a lot of people think that a version of Valerie is one of her songs as well, but that's a cover version as well.
I actually found that out this morning.
The Zootons,
this morning, my friend told me that. Crazy, because she's so famous for that song. Yeah.
I know, yeah. But I prefer the Zootons version to her version. I really like the Zootons. They're really good. They were in the sort of Britpoppy sort of early sort of mid-2000s band from the UK, from Liverpool. And they had this awesome girl who used to play the saxophone. I can't remember her name now. But it just seemed so out of place. Like there was this indie band from Liverpool and then they had this girl on the saxophone. It's like, how does that work? Does it go really well? Yeah, and that Valerie's one of their songs. So I imagine they're
I haven't even heard that song. That would I haven't even heard that version. That would be awesome to listen
Who Killed the Zootons is the album that it's from. Yeah, and it's a really good album. I'd heartily recommend it. Yeah, it's a good one. There's some good tracks on there. Yeah, but I think
awesome. Well, I guess that answer. I guess that answer kind of fails itself.
Oh, no. It's still a cover. It's still a cover. That's fine. It's just,
that's true. Yeah, true. It's just not the special. Yeah.
Exactly right. Okay. For track 4, Alex, I'm going to ask you to pick a song you wish you could have played to your 18-year-old self. What did you pick for that one?
Yeah, this one's a big one. I mean, I'm only 23, so I'm sure like in 5 years, this answer will completely change. But for me, it's Take the Long Way Home by Supertramp. I'm a
Yeah.
huge Supertramp fan. It's like I have my most dramatic moments to Supertramp. I'll be like dancing with like full contemporary dance styles in my bedroom when no one's looking to Supertramp. I love them so much. But that song is like definitely got me through some tough times. And I think it's kind of, for me anyway, it's about like slowing down and trying to like find more time within time and being yourself. And I guess even the sentiment like taking a long way home instead of just rushing around and doing a thing. And I know it's about, I mean, my estimate of it anyway is like about looking back when you're older and, you know, seeing that you've run out of time, I guess. So I think going back to when I was 18, it would be a good song to listen to just in terms of that. But it's also like one of those songs that sets my soul on fire. I just love it. I've had big tears to that song, big happy tears. And it, yeah, it really makes me happy to be alive. It's kind of sets my soul on fire, which I think I already said. I do love Supertramp and that song. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it's from the same album. Give a little bit. It's like first song I ever learned to play
Yeah.
on the guitar. Such an easy one. Yeah, and I remember the first time I played it, I was like, that was the first moment I was like, oh, I can play a song on the guitar. Like, how good is this? I think I was about 19 or 20 or something like that. And yeah, that intro that on the guitar is a really easy one. Yeah, and so I've always got like a big soft spot for Supertramp and that song in particular. Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's off the same album as that. But yeah, like you say, it's a good.
I think it might be.
Yeah, yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I like the 18-year-old self question because a lot of people come at it from like a different sort of perspective. Like some people come at it like giving your 18-year-old self advice, and some people come at it like Steve Kilby from the church. When I asked him that question, he came at it. He picked Sigur Rós because he wanted to show his 18-year-old self like what was possible, like musically. Do you know what I mean? To an 18-year-old kid in the 70s. Yeah, so everybody like
Absolutely.
it's a good like in digging deep into that question because it gives there's different ways of looking at it. Yeah. Okay. Now this next one,
Yeah.
I've got to get you to really talk me through this one because for track 5, I asked you to pick a song that you wish you could. Sorry, track 5, I asked you for a song you'd put on your mixtape to let the listener know you're romantically interested. It's not a song I'd heard before, so I gave it a listen and I ended up a bit confused. So yeah, so talk me through this one and why you picked this one, mate.
Well, to be fair, I got a bit confused by that question. So in this question, is it like I press play on the song and someone in the room knows that I'm romantically interested? Or is it like the person who's singing the song is saying they're romantically interested?
Now, so
Just out of curiosity.
if you're making up the mixtape, you put a song on there that you're going to give the mixtape to someone, but you always put one on there like to let them know that you personally are interested in them. That's the
Yeah,
idea of the
okay.
question.
All
Yeah,
right. No, okay. Well, I still stand by my answer then.
yeah. Okay, go for it. Yeah. So
Dirt on the
tell us
bed.
what you picked.
Yeah. Dirt on the bed. Kate LeBon. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not
Mhm.
sure. I think it's the lyrics in it are like so beautiful. And I don't think she's necessarily talking about romance, but the vibe that the song
Mhm.
has, I find like insanely sexy and interesting. And I feel like it's one of those songs where if there was like a film where two people were connecting across the room but not saying anything, that would be the song behind it. You know, like they're romantically interested in each other and like it's self-explanatory within the vibe and realm
Yeah.
of that song. That whole album, Pompeii, it came out last year, I believe, 2022, um, is amazing. And she made most of it in her friend's bedroom, I think, during COVID,
Oh.
if I'm correct. And the whole thing is just absolutely magnificent. And that song is, I just think it's romantically interesting. It's got sex appeal in a song for me.
Okay.
So I
Cool.
think
No, good.
that's where I'm at with that one.
That makes sense to me now. Yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, I've had that one again. It's a strange. I've had some strange choices on that one. Someone picked Submission by the Sex Pistols once for that. Yeah, so it takes all sorts. I guess.
It
Yeah,
might
it's a
make a bit more
personal
sense.
choice. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And finally, Alex, track 6 of your mixtape is B-side, an album track, or something a little bit obscure that you put on your mixtape.
Yeah, so I chose Tandem Jump by Jonathan Richman. I feel like Jonathan Richman in general is obscure in the best way. He is such an awesome artist. He's completely hilarious. He's definitely like a go-to sort of inspiration when it comes to lyrics about kind of the endless nothingness. He makes funny remarks and he kind of almost makes it meaningful through stupid stuff, which I love. I could listen to him forever. Such a big fan. But this song, Tandem Jump, I find hilarious. There's like hardly any lyrics in it, but like the riff of it is like such a go-getter. Love it so much. But it's essentially about jumping out of a plane. And he has like a recording of like 7 of him being like, "Wow," when he's jumping out of the plane. And it's so funny. I just love it so much. It's awesome. I also like to imagine when I'm listening to that song, if I'm in a sticky situation or like I'm learning to do something new, I'll listen to that and I'll be like, it's like jumping out of a plane, like just get yourself in there. So it's a fun little track, but him in general, he's awesome. Yeah. Big musical crush on Jonathan Richman.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to include him in my list, honestly.
Sure. I think I first saw him, he was in Something About Mary, right? He was in that movie. He was the guy. So I want to say I've got a vision of him like someone looking out of a window down on the street at him playing in the street, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
That's what I remember
think he was in a
seeing
tree.
him. Oh, it may be. Yeah. But it was in like a sort of a Flight of the Conchords type sort of duo playing in the street. I remember. Yeah, that's how he first popped up on my radar. But yeah, like you say, really sort of
well, it's definitely
quirky.
It's
sort of
definitely a
artist.
strange one. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Okay, Alex, about wraps up the chat. Thanks so much for coming on the show, making the time. Good luck with the new single, No Hunks. That's out now on all the digital streaming platforms. And I hope you have an absolute blast, and I'm sure you'll smash it out of the woods this weekend. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thanks so much, Mark. Cheers.
That was a Mixtape podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to jump up to the top of the page and smash that follow button, and you'll be notified every time there's a new episode. Or follow me on Instagram at the Mixtape Perth. Until the next time.